And believe it or not, about 100 metres through those pine trees, there's another forestry track, but it's so thick, there's absolutely no way I'll be able to get through that. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. It's actually late morning, if not just a bit before lunch. And in my quest to find the UK's and England's most remote spot, I've come to Northumberland. I'm not quite within the national park. I'm in Kielder Water Forest Park, which is just on the fringes, but I don't have a place to head to, I just have a grid reference. So that's going to be quite a challenge in itself. But this piece of land lies right on the border between England and Scotland, and for some remote border country it's about as remote as it gets, so I'm really excited for this one. It's an area that I've not particularly done much walking in before, it's all relatively new. Just passing by Kielder Water now, it's just over to my left and we're heading away from that, and I think I've probably got about 6 or 7 miles to where I need to be. Hopefully it's all on forest tracks like this. Shouldn't be too taxing, but I don't have much of an idea of what to expect. The weather's been pretty good. It's a little bit cloudy, not due any rain, or not until tomorrow anyway, but there is a bit of a stiff breeze. You can really hear it hammering the trees as I walk through them. So we'll just have to wait and see. So this stretch of Kielder Water is known as Bakethin Reservoir. Some absolutely stunning views. The main bulk of the reservoir is over in that direction, and when I reach the junction I'm going to be then heading west. Well, this is lovely. It's always a bonus to be able to come out during the week. There's very few people about. This is superb. So it wouldn't be right if I didn't camp out tonight. That's the intention. I have no idea of where I'm going to pitch. I'd like to pitch as close to the most remote spot as I possibly can. I don't know whether that's going to be possible. Right, I'm probably only about 3 miles away from the most remote spot. Whether I'll get there is another matter. Big warning sign back there. When I pass through the forestry and get to a junction called the Forks, it says it's only access to one of the farmhouses up this way. There's no mountain bike trails, there's no access on foot beyond there. But on the map, there's a clear footpath at least as far as there. So that's where I'll head to and make a decision. And you can see now that the rain's starting to come in. It's starting to come in with a bit of a vengeance. So I'm just going to duck in these trees. I'll get changed, sort my kit out, and then decide what I'm going to do from there. I don't fancy being out in this for too long, that's for sure. Okay, well fortunately the rain stopped, and apart from that wind, it's actually quite mild. You can see in the distance the weather's down, it's mist. Not going to get a great view today. And I thought that if a farmer or a landowner had gone to the trouble of putting a big sign up saying no bikes, no foot access beyond that point, no foot access to Scotland, he wouldn't want me coming through and perhaps trespassing on his land. So I thought what I'd do is I'd look at the map and have a look at some other forestry tracks that maybe takes me around there and pops me around the other side. And believe it or not, about 100 metres through those pine trees there's another forestry track, but it's so thick there's absolutely no way I'll be able to get through that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back in that direction and just see how far that track can take me and just see what's the end of it. But I need to start thinking about somewhere where I can pitch. I mean, this isn't too bad. I mean, it's probably some moss and whatever that's grown over a bit of hard standing, but it would do the trick for tonight. But I'd rather be a bit closer so I've got a bit less of a walk out in the morning. So I'll probably just head it back in the direction that I came and look for somewhere suitable. But let's just see how things go. So the track itself doesn't really lead anywhere, just starts to make its way through these young pine trees and then onto the open fell side. I'm not even sure it then peters out, so I don't know, but I do know I'm hungry and I do know it's getting a bit chilly. So what I'm going to do is just going to put another warm layer on. I'm going to eat this sandwich. I'm going to head back a little bit towards where I came from and just try and find a suitable pitch for tonight. If I can get there early, I can get my stuff out, I can end up having a nice relaxing time. So, but it's lovely here, you know, it really is, does feel remote and rugged. You know, Scotland's about a mile as the crow flies in that direction, and the actual point I'm trying to get to is about a mile in that direction as well. So we're near enough, but not quite. So this is either going to go really well or disastrously wrong. Can't really find anywhere that's particularly flat or suitable, but there's some hard standing here. It's far enough away from those widowmakers over there and it's quite sheltered from the wind, so I'm really pleased with that. First bit of kit to show you is the MSR footprint. I didn't have one before and I wish I'd invested in one sooner, but I'm going to put that down and get the tent set up. The ground is soft enough, it will take part of a peg, and the fortunate thing is it is freestanding, so I can move it around, which is a bonus. But I think I should be all right. Well, only time will tell. Well, it's not brilliant. Peg will only go so far in, but at the moment there's no wind, and I think that's how it's going to stay for a little while anyway, so we'll just have to wait and see. Play this one by ear. It's not brilliant, it's far from it, but you know, it's about 4 o'clock now and we're going to start losing a lot of light soon. It's not been the brightest of days, even though it was forecast for sunny intervals. So I'm just going to get my stuff inside the tent, get set up and just make myself comfortable as I can. Right, so that's my sleep system. It's going to be mild tonight. I thought I'd just go for my slightly lighter but just as warm Sea Summit quilt. And the big thing that I'm looking forward to tonight is this pillow, an inflatable hike Ensure pillow. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll leave a link in the description below, but it didn't cost much. It cost about 20 quid. Blows up with about 3 or 4 breaths. I think that'll make the difference between a good night's sleep. Right, let's get a brew on. So I've got my MSR pocket rocket as always. That's really nice and hot and it's really well needed. And I just thought I'd show you what I'm going to have for my dinner tonight. I'm having another curry. This time I'm having the fire pot dal and rice with spinach. There you go. I hope it's as nice as the chicken curry that I had last time, but I'm looking forward to that. And to go with it, I've got a couple of soft tacos that were due to go out of date at home, so I thought I'd bring those and eat that. I've got a sandwich that I didn't eat earlier. I've got a grenade bar for afters, and then if I get peckish later on, I've got some ginger nuts as well. So yeah, brilliant, looking forward to those. But I'm not going to go hungry. Okay, it's been 15 minutes in the bag. Let's just have a taste test and see how we get on with that. It smells delicious. But I put 350 mils of water in, like it said. Just it looks a little bit watery to me. Let's have a look. There you go. That's not bad. Yeah, I would definitely put a little bit less water in next time, but it's pretty tasty. Right, I'm going to scran that. So it's 6 o'clock now, really lost a lot of light. Nice and warm though following that food, and it wasn't too bad. Next time just use a little bit less more water. You can feel the wind moving round, every now and again it rattles the tent. I think I'll be alright, but I've got a lot of time before tomorrow morning. Sunrise probably around about 7 o'clock-ish, so we'll just see how we get on then. But I want to be up and I want to be away early, maybe have a brew and pack up and then move on, but we'll wait and see. So once again, really appreciate all the support that I've got over the last 3 to 4 weeks. It's really meant a lot to me. Right, and on that note, I'm going to get to bed. Well, it's about 1:30 and the wind is really getting up now. I think it's amplified by the trees. Just been out to just check the pegs and everything seems fine outside, so I'm quite pleased with that, but it's not that dark outside. It's an awful lot of cloud cover, but there's a really bright moon. It's just illuminating everything, but the tent seems to be holding up well. It's really loud, and I could have done with, you know, perhaps bringing some earplugs, I think. But I'll see how I get on. I'll probably get up nice and early, I think, try and get packed away, get on the move as soon as I can. You can see now the wind's just moving the tent a little bit, but we're quite sheltered here, so quite pleased didn't sort of pitch anywhere exposed. Just have to see how this pans out now. Try and get back to sleep for a bit. Might even put a hot chocolate on or something like that. Quite nice and snug in here. I only put my thermals on to go outside. I'm just warming up nicely now, so yeah, try and get some sleep. So all in all, that wasn't a bad camp. The wind got up during the night though, it was really strong, and taking the tent down this morning was a little bit challenging, but other than that, I managed quite well. Tried my hand at some nighttime time-lapse photography. Didn't work out so well though, so I think I need to work on that a bit. I haven't had any breakfast this morning. I just wanted to get up and get off. There's some rain forecast as well, and I didn't want to be caught in that. I want to be back to before the car by then, and I probably got about 4 miles left to get back to the car. I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to the most remote spot in England yesterday. I got fairly close, but I think I probably could have got a bit closer. I don't know, maybe give it a go yourself, see how you get on. It is remote and it is rugged countryside, but I think because of the forestry tracks, probably makes it feel a little bit more accessible. But yeah, it was great to be out. Tent stood up well, and that pillow made all the difference to my sleep. It really did. So definitely a worthwhile purchase. If you've enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know which national park I should try next. And if you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button. You get a heads up every time I upload a new video. I'm really grateful for everyone who's subscribed recently. It does mean a lot to me. Once again, thanks for watching.